Okay, so for the assignment today, I want you to open up your shirt that you did for homework. Crew neck shirt, probably the one you were doing in class. Open that one up. And then I want you to copy the front and back view of that shirt. You just select it. Copy your shirt that you did. Just select it with the black arrow, the front and back. And then do Command C. So you do Command C, which means copy. And then I want you to go to File, the top menu bar, New, and then you're going to see this page, which actually indicates the document page. And here, I want you to put 5, which means you're going to have 5 pages that you're going to be working with. And then make sure, right here in the orientation, that it's this way, like straight up and down, like this. And you should see the width right here anyway that says 8.5 by 11. So 8.5 for the width and 11 for the height.
What did you say you wanted to copy the t-shirt and then do what with it?
And then I want you to open up a new document. Just do Command C.
Command C, Command F?
No. I said
No.
Command C only. Command C. For copy. We're going to copy it, and then we're going to paste it to this new document that we're going to do. So we don't need to paste it yet. Just do the Command C.
Then file, new, right? And then we do
File New, and then we put 5 for the artboards.
orientation, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And 8.0, okay, so we're fine.
Okay, and then select OK.
All right.
And then what you should have is a page or a document that has 5 pages.
Right.
Okay. Then I want you to just do Command V. Okay, and that should paste your t-shirt on your page somewhere. Now, if you get lost between your documents, look right here. See these little tabs up here? You can go back and forth between the documents by just clicking on the tabs up here. All right, so I just opened up this document, which is a new one. Now I have 5 pages right here that I can look at all at the same time. And I just copied my top onto these pages. Then I just moved it so I position it on the page, on one of the pages. And I just want to position it on the first page here.
Right. What about if I didn't copy the whole background? Like that, black?
That's okay, you don't need the background actually.
Oh,
Okay, now once you have the one copy there, and while it's still selected, I want you to make another copy of it. So do Command C, Command F. And then just use your arrows to move that copy off to the side, because I want us to keep this, just for safety reasons, off to the side. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use this t-shirt right here to make all the shirts we need to do that's on this page right here. Okay, before we get started, we want to make sure we set up our page right. We want to make sure we go to Window and make sure our swatches are there on the page. Make sure our stroke is there on the page. And make sure your layers are there on the page. And you also want to make sure that in your stroke window, it's 1 point, 1 point for the weight. The middle selection here for the cap in the corner, you want those two, the middle ones in the stroke window. And then we want to go under View at the top menu bar and make sure everything is unchecked. Everything is unchecked, but then go to Guides and make sure that Locked Guides is checked, or Lock Guides is checked. Okay, I'm just going to delete this background. Just selecting the background here. I'm just going to delete that so it's not in my way. And I'm going to leave just the shirts there.
You said the weight had to be what? 1?
1 point.
So we have 7.81.
That's because that box that I just deleted was that weight. Now, let's go to our fill and stroke window, and we want to have just the stroke and no fill. So bring the fill box on top and click None. And then I'm going to go to my zoom tool and zoom in on the actual shirt here. My zoom tool, a little magnifying glass. And just draw a little marquee around this shirt right here. So I can zoom in and see how beautiful it is. And change the strokes to black. Okay. And I want you to select the shirt. If it's grouped, I want you to ungroup it. So right click, drag across it, right click, and ungroup. So select it with the black arrow. If it's grouped, drag across it and ungroup it.
Ungroup everything.
Ungroup it.
Ungroup doesn't come out, that means it's not grouped.
That means it's not grouped. That's correct. Okay, once you've done that, the next thing we want to do let's just start with the top one, actually. Let's make that. We're going to say this is going to be a Raglan t-shirt and it's solid. It's a solid color. No contrast sleeves or anything. So we can just do that seam across there. So, to do that, I'm going to take this part right here, my little inside back neck part. I'm going to select those pieces. I'm holding shift when I do that. Click on the outline, hold shift, and I'm selecting these little dash lines and that little stroke right there that I have on mine. And I'm going to move that off. I can use the arrows on the keyboard to move it off, or I can simply click on it. But use your arrows on the keyboard to move it off, because I just want a clear view of my actual body without this inside back neck part. So take the inside back neck and move it off of the garment.
Can you do that one more time?
What's that?
Can you repeat?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do? You want to incorporate the neck?
Click on the outline of the inside back neck, hold shift, and then select all the other little parts of it on the stitching or whatever. If it does that, just click off of it and then start again. And then once you get that selected, you can use the arrows on the keyboard to move it over off of the garment. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make this into a Raglan shirt. And to do that, we're going to actually do what we did when we did the back view of the shirt before. And that was just 2 days ago. I think that was Tuesday. So when we did that, we actually combined or united pieces together. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to unite the sleeves with the body. So to do that, we're going to take the black arrow, click on the outline of the sleeve. Notice I did not say drag across it, because I don't want to select any of the stitching or anything. Hold shift and click on the outline of the front bodice, and click on the outline of the other sleeve. So the only thing you want to have selected are the sleeves and the front, not any of the stitching.
The sleeve and the front. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and now what we want to do is we want to get the Pathfinder tool, the one we used before.
When I highlighted the sleeve, the whole.
Did you ungroup it?
Yeah.
Did you ungroup it?
Yeah.
You selected everything and ungrouped it. Is it ungrouped?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can do it. Okay, now these things are selected, and now we're going to go to the Pathfinder tool, go to the top menu bar, go to Window, and go down to Pathfinder, and you'll get this window that comes up. And remember, in this window we could do things like divide stuff, and more importantly right now, unite them. So we can unite those pieces together. So let's click Unite. And what happens is that it unites the sleeves with the body. So now I don't have those seams anymore on the shirt. And I see my stitching went away, but I know it's there. So I'm just going to right click on this, Arrange, Send to Back. Right click, Arrange, Send to Back. So I send it behind the stitching, the body. So my stitching comes back. So that gives me a body without any armholes right now. So now I can change them up to make them anything I want, basically. So now what I want is the line segment tool, this little guy right here. But I want it to have no fill on it, because all I want to do is draw a stroke from here to here to make those rounded sleeves or Raglan sleeves for the garment. So here, no fill, just a stroke is what I want. We're going to go here to the arc tool. The arc tool is an extension of the line segment tool. My arc tool is here. And it actually makes curved lines just by clicking and dragging and release. Okay, so now once I have that line there, which is my curved line, I'm going to take the white arrow, the direct selection tool, click on that line, because when I do that, I see my little arms come out because it's a converted line. So now I'm going to adjust the curve. I'm going to come here, pull down, and I can just make the shape the way I want the angle to be of the actual raglan. And once I get that, I'm going to go to my reflect tool, select it, go to my reflect tool, click twice, vertical, 90 degrees, select copy, and then use my arrows on the keyboard to move it to the other side. Yes. And then I'm going to bring my inside back neck back over to the shirt. And there's my raglan top.
So what is the arc? Oh, the arc one is like a little line.
When you went to Pathfinder,
The first one. This one right here?
and it's all selected, or?
No. Only the outline of the sleeves and the outline of the front bodice. None of the other
When
pieces.
you click-
No stitching or anything.
When you click
Select.
arc, what are you supposed to click? So it says segment something.
The line segment tool,
Uh-huh.
you
It says arc
get the
segment.
arc segment.
Yeah, it says arc segment. Put okay.
No, no, no. You shouldn't have a window that comes up actually. No.
So
You should be able to select the tool out of the window
I did that.
and just click and drag. Click where you want to start and drag to where you want to stop. Yeah. So it's all one motion. Okay? And that gives you your raglan top. You know what? Yeah, you didn't have it joined. It wasn't, you didn't have it selected. You didn't have it selected. You didn't have it selected. You have to select both sleeves and the front bodice, and then you match.
I don't even have a shirt to work with, so
Break time.